Hello everybody and welcome to part number 1 of the Let's Build the special 30th anniversary edition of the real grade Gundam of the real grade RX-78-2. See there by the cover. And because this is a special 30th anniversary edition, it does have a special finish on it. So, let's get on to the parts here. Now, as you can see, I've already cut out one, and actually already fully completed it. As you can see, I've gone with a very minimal idea. That does say, let me just get the focus on it. No. It does say Gunpla 30th on it. My camera's just being really not very smart right now. Not focusing on it. But as you can see, there's not many stickers because of the finish. Now you can kind of see it's a pearl finish on it. So makes it really nice and glossy looking. Now, this is always, as usual, the first part is always one of the longest. As I go over everything here, just in case there's somebody new and doesn't know how to put these things together. So the first step is to always cut out a part that you'll need, which for me is actually this part right here. I don't want to use these ones. I want to use these ones. These ones have a finer point to them. So this is something that I've started to do recently, actually. Come behind. Put the V. As you can see, there's a flat side. Then there's a V side. I go in and with the V side towards the runner, and then the flat side towards the part. That actually cuts it pretty nicely. We'll just do that all the way around the part here. And that way, you don't end up with an absolute poop ton of these little things flying everywhere and getting everywhere and making a huge mess and all that kind of stuff. So now that we have the part here, we'll just go back. I'm going to use these ones because these ones have a little bit of a flatter side to them. And just where those nubs were before, I go back and trim them again. And then because I know this kit so well, I know that this little piece here will have to come out. So it's just a little snip there. Little snip on the other side. There we go. This is me just working around the part. Okay. So now this is where it gets a little bit dangerous here. This is a very sharp knife. I have cut myself many times, so always be careful. I put it flat on the piece and just shave a little bit off at a time until it's smooth. I'll run my fingernail over it just to be sure that it's smooth. And there we go. Let me just go do that really quickly here off screen, and I will come back with it completely cleaned up. Be right back in 1 minute. Okay, I am back with that piece all cleaned up. Now, the thing about real grades is that this is the inner frame here. So you kind of want to get it moving. Beforehand. And just slow, steady pressure. As this is the way that it was actually molded, so you want to be a little bit careful, as you're always breaking some of the plastic bonds there. But there we go. Now we're actually going to put this one completely off to the side for a moment. And I will show you something else. Now, once you get all the skills mastered, you can take a piece that looks like this and turn it into a piece that looks like this. This is what is known as panel lining. Now there are several different ways to panel line. There's panel lining by paints. There's panel lining by panel line, like this has like an acrylic kind of very wash kind of deal in it. You can do a wash. You can use oil paints. You can use, there's a ton of different ways. You can use a pencil. You can use this kind of Gundam marker, which is more like a fine liner kind of deal. And there's also the Tiananmen with all their panel line stuff, but then you have to worry about the acrylic paint remover kind of stuff. So my personal choice right now is this. I'm thinking about getting the Tiananmen stuff, but Might be a little bit down the road. These are very, very easy to use. Now you can't really see it, but there are panel lines. All that I'm going to do is just touch the marker to where the panel lines are. And I'm not really caring too much about basically if it goes off or not. As you will see in a little bit here. That part doesn't really matter all that much. There we go. So now we're just going to let all that paint dry by putting it off to the side. And always cap these markers. They dry out really easily. As this one can attest to, this one was left overnight. And it's completely dried. You can tell because that tip is, well, white compared to this one, which has a whole bunch of paint on it, but will probably need to be pushed down a little bit at some point to get all the stuff that's in it glowing nicely. Now we'll put this one off to the side as well for a bit. And while that's doing its thing, we will start doing the legs. Or the leg. So this is all that you need for the first step. Now this is something kind of unique to this kit. Or earlier kits like this. They actually have some pieces that you have to pop out, and I found the best way to do this one is to go over here and just and this is probably why they stopped this practice, is because they found people were breaking parts. Oh, there we go. That's getting it. There we go. You can see there, I just took out this little piece. Don't care where it goes. Now, I'm assuming, let me grab my instructions actually up here so that I can actually see them. Is we are just taking this piece. There's a little extra on this front peg here. That will go towards the front. Just like that. There. The next thing we want to do, turn this right side up. Then we'll take these two parts, this one, kind of that middle part, there we go. Kind of got to move it around a little bit until it finds its spot. And then this will go into here. Oh, come on. There we go. So it'll look like that. Then we can actually take this part here and stick it right on the front. There we go. And this is the front of the shoe here, so shove his feet in there. There we go. That's what we're looking like right now. Next, it says to take this part and flip it upwards. So then we'll take this gray part here first. And with the longer pegs facing downwards. Stick it in there like that. And then we'll take this other piece and close it up. There we go. That's the basic shoe done. Next we have these parts here. So making sure that this part is kind of on an upward angle. There we go. There we go. You can kind of see there. There's a little cutout, which is what we want to be facing upwards. And I'm just doing it the opposite because I feel like it. Then we can take these two parts and you can see how there's a cutout that just goes towards this part down here, just like that there. And then we take this, stick it onto the front of here. There we go. So it'll look like that once you're done. Put that off to the side. And let's get back to this really quickly. Now, one way to do it that I've always been showing you guys is to just rub it with your thumb or your finger and it'll come off. Another way is to use an eraser. And yes, there are some areas that I want to look a certain way, but as you can see, the eraser does a pretty good job. There we go. That's that one finished. So if we look at them side by side here, oh, there's a little spot that I forgot on this one and the other one. Get back here. And I should mention that I use gray for the parts like these. And then very dark colors. I use the black, a black one that I have. That I don't like to use quite as much. Oh, come on, where's the lid? Where did the lid go? There it is. So I'm just going to set those off to the side. I just did a little bit of my touch-up stuff that I always do. Okay, so now we will bring back this part here. And following the image, yes, okay, so it has us turn this part all the way around. Might actually help if I did it the correct way. There we go. Then we take this piece, kind of fold it up on itself. For some reason it has that part facing that way. For now. Okay, so that's that all set and ready to go. Okay. So now we are just lining up these with the two holes right there, sticking it into place. There we go. And then we'll take these two weird parts. And we'll stick them on the bottom here. Just like that. And the other side. So as you can see there. Come back here. Yeah, that's all his finger. I was doing some of the Metal Earth kits, like this Zero, which is actually on my shelf right now. And one of the tabs decided that it didn't like me too much and decided to stab me. So, can't tell, but it's right there. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze there. Now it's actually calling for stickers. Now for right now, these are my tweezers of choice for all my decals and stickers. Well, except for water slides. Water slides. Don't you dare fall. I need to put you back. There it is. There they are. I like to use a reverse set of tweezers. See, when I push down, these ones close normally. Darn it. Stander on is magnetic and decided to be magnetic right there. Whereas with these ones, when I push it down, it opens it up. Makes applying water slide decals a ton easier. Just put them in there. There you go. They're not going to go anywhere. Anyways. No. Sorry, my instruction booklet is wanting to fall off right now. Okay. As you can see, I'm pretty well just doing this side of the decals, with a few exceptions. So let me just take off one of the decals. I use the fold. Basically, I kind of fold it over a little bit until I can get a hold of the sticker, which this one's being a not bright one. Come on. Oh, come on. Off there, sticker. Oh. There we go. Now, I will not actually touch it with my fingers, as the oil's from them, even though it's minimal right now because it's really cold here. Until it's actually on the part, as the oils can actually make it not stick as well. Even though, as I say that, I use it to just readjust. Oh, come on, sticker. Get on there. Get on the part you're supposed to get onto. There. Now, I actually use just the corner of my tweezers, and it's coming off. Freaking great. Where is it? Is that it? Oh, that might be it. Nope, where did it go? Budge, let me just look at my model citizen here. Okay. Well, that sticker's lost to the sands of time. So I will just quickly grab another one here. There we go. That's what it should look like. That bottom one will stay bare, unfortunately, because they don't give you any extra stickers. Oh yeah, sure, that one goes on nice. Sorry, I'm just putting on stickers. And yes, they are stickers, not waterslide decals or dry transfers or anything else. No, they're stickers. There we go. Stickers are on. And I can grab the next two parts. This one should fit onto that side. This one on this side. There we go. Now this is a little tricky part here, where I actually have to bring it out a little bit first. Here's the part here. And you kind of have to weave it through almost. No, stick out, thank you. Which is kind of tricky to do when you're doing this through a camera lens. Oh, come on. Come on. Wait, don't tell me I'm doing this upside down. I'm probably doing this upside down, aren't I? I was probably doing... Yeah, I was doing it upside down. Yeah, I was doing it upside down. There we go. Make sure this bell end is toward the bottom. Let me just quickly clean this up again. Nice and pearly white. Whoop. That went shooting off. There we go. We'll need those later on, not now. Excuse me, model citizen. Now in the instructions it has this as the top and that's the bottom. So we're going to very carefully and not let it shoot off in every direction it wants to. We are going to just carefully put it right into there. No, no, no. Come on. Where'd it go? There it is. Darn it. Where does it keep on shooting off to? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. This is very tricky to do. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's lined up. Come on. There. Takes a little bit of fiddling around with it, but eventually you will get there. And this part just goes on top of those two pegs right there. Just like that. And then we flip it around. We do some very interesting things. There it is. There we go. So first off, we have to connect these two pieces together. Right up at the top there. And again, that piece goes flying off in about 5,000 different directions. Okay, there we go. And you just trying to remember. Okay, so they do go right on top of here. There we go. There's one side. Nope, not quite. There's both sides done there. And we are actually quickly approaching the end of this part. It's been a long episode, this one. A lot longer than usual. So the first step is to actually take this piece and stick it onto the front. And then take this tiny little piece here and somehow where did it go? Oh, there it is. Gosh darn it, you. There. I'll show it to you after I get it on. But you can kind of just tell by the shape which way it should go. There we go. So that's the little piece right there that I just put on. Next is these circly thingers. There we go. There's one. There's two. And then we take all these pieces here. And for this top piece, make sure there's a blank space here and over here. Slide them over the top. And then this gray piece will go towards the back. Just like that. And this white one will go over here somehow. Somehow there. No, it's not quite in properly. It's not in properly. Let me see that other leg. Oh, it doesn't. That's more than what it should be. There we go. There we go. I fixed it. Then we'll take these two parts, stick this one over here, stick this one on the back, just like that. And each one of these just stick on like that, and this one on like that there. Then for the kneecap, we'll take this little part here, just stick it in right there. Stick it in right there. Next. Wait, no. Is that right? No. Well, next we'll grab this white piece here. And we will just move it around a little bit until it finds its spot that it wants to stick into. Just like that there. I'll take this gray piece and stick it in there just like that. Then we'll take the foot that we made earlier, stick it right on the end. This said stick it right on the end. On the end. Bend this little peg over. And there we go. The next time you see this will be in the next part, and it will have all the same decals as this side here. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching this extremely long episode. And if you are new here and you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button. And if you're not new here and you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. That lets me know to continue on with what I'm doing here, such as building guys like this, RX-78-3. This gives you an idea of what that guy will look like. So, I'd like to thank everyone for watching all this. And in the next episode, we will be doing the torso and the waist. So, until next time, remember to rock on.